Welcome to Midnight Linux. So we are gonna be doing a restore of the image we made the other day, and it's pretty simple. Make sure your secure boot is off, like I said. Um, also, take your clonezilla USB, pop it in, and make sure that you uh, have your SSD handy where you made your image, or your hard drive, wherever it is that you made the image. Um, and It should be pretty simple. This will get you back. Let's say you tried it Linux, you didn't like it. This will get you back. So here we're gonna put the USB as the boot priority device. Uh, so to get into this BIOS screen, it's delete for me. When I start the computer, I just have to smash delete until this comes up. Yours might be a little different. Uh, this is kind of how I turn off the secure boot. I go to OS type and put other OS, and it's pretty simple on mine. And then you can just go ahead and you know make sure that it's your USB still, the first one. And uh, the only thing I would say for people with BitLocker, because now Windows is doing BitLocker, make sure you watch a tutorial to get your BitLocker keys before trying to do any of this stuff. Um, Windows is just trying to make it more difficult every time. So anyway, here we go. Rebooting. So it should load into clonezilla. And takes a minute. We should see the clonezilla come up now that it's rebooting. Here it is. So it's like the other day, you just click enter on this part, on the first one, and you'll see that it's mostly the same as the other day. There's just a couple of differences. So I wanted to do it for you guys so you can see there's a couple of differences basically. All right, so it's gonna start loading now that I hit enter. Clonezilla. Like I said, make sure you have your SSD where you have your image plugged in already. Here you just hit English for your language or whatever language you want. So I hit enter. Here you want to keep the default keyboard layout, or you can change your layout. But hit enter. Start clonezilla. Hit enter. Work with disks and partitions using images. Hit enter. And you want to use local devices like last time, so hit enter or tab to OK, however you want to do it. And here, make sure you have your, like I said, your SSD or hard drive that you had your image on connected, and hit enter. And if it shows up here, you can hit Control C. Mine is there, SanDisk. And here it is, where you pick your SanDisk or your whatever hard drive you're using. Mine's SanDisk. And then this is where your images are. So make sure you pick the right one, where the images are. Mine's the SanDisk 512 gig. And I could tab over to OK and hit enter. Here, you can just, I always put no for file checking, so I tab down OK. But you can do a check if you have any issues of some sort. Okay, so here are my images. So basically, you just want to pick the abort, because I'm not going to use, this is just picking the directory. So you don't pick one of the images yet. So here you just keep it on a board, tab over to done. Even if you did pick a directory, it wouldn't matter. I've done it by accident before. But make it a habit of just going to the board and then tabbing over to done. Here you hit enter to continue. And here enter again, beginner mode. And here you get the restore disk and image to local disk. This is the difference between the last video, because now you have the option to restore disk. So that's the third one. And then I would tab down to OK. There are other options, as you can see, but for our purposes of restoring the whole computer, it's that third one, restore an image to local disk. And here it gives us which of the images we want to use. So this is important. Just pick the correct image for your computer. And then tap to OK. And here it's going to ask you, what SSD do you want to put the system onto? And you got to make sure it's the same one that's on your computer, the original computer, right? So mine's NVMe 101. So I tab down to OK. I only have one SSD in there, so it makes it easy. And here, I always use the use partition table from the image. If you have another SSD, let's say, that's bigger that you're moving to, or you might want to do the second option here. It works fine. I've done it once or twice, and it just kind of makes the partitions a little bit bigger to fill up the SSD. Otherwise, 99% of the time I use the partition table, the first one, and then I tab down to OK. But yeah, it's useful if you're moving to like a bigger SSD. It did seem to work very well. I don't know if you could do smaller SSDs. I haven't tried that. That second option. See, it says it'll make it proportionately. It'll partition it proportionally. So it is a nice option. But like I said, normally, first one to keep it, because usually you're going back to the same drive. So I would hit the first one. Do you want to check if it's restorable? I'm gonna put no for time's sake, and I've never had a problem. I always put the first one here to give me the option of shutting down or rebooting. So I'm going to tap down to OK. So whenever it's finished doing its thing, it'll give me those options. Here you just hit enter to start the process. And I'll click yes here. And sometimes it'll ask you yes again. So I'm going to put yes or Y, sorry. And it's going to start doing the restore. So I sometimes use this if I'm hopping between distros. Because, I do review distros, and I might want to go back to another one that I enjoyed. So it is a very useful tool. So this will take a little bit. It doesn't take too long usually. Maybe, like I said, 10 minutes. Depending on how much data you have stored. But it's not like a very lengthy process. If you have a lot of data, yeah, of course it's going to take you an hour. All right, so we're almost done. The nice thing is it does tell you elapsed time remaining. Kind of gives you an idea how much time it's going to take to do all the data that you have. In this case, it took about 10 minutes. And it says it was cloned successfully. So I am back to my previous Linux distribution. Just doing this. It takes a little bit for it to do its thing here. And everything looks good. You can just hit enter now to give you the options to power off and stuff like that. I always power off. I recommend power off. And that's it. Pretty simple to restore an image or restore an operating system image with Clonezilla. Hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.